Alright, what's up guys?
What's going on?
Welcome back to the newest video. We got some exciting things to show you guys.
Yes, we do.
We got to take a hiatus because we were waiting for a bunch of good stuff to come in. So, yeah, let's just show them some of this new stuff here.
Alright, cool. Let's see what we got here.
So this is what we are going to be using to run the motor, everything. We got MegaSquirt, all of our nice looming and pins and everything. Super nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little wary about getting into this. Corey has more confidence than I, but we'll get it done.
All new. These are all OEM Honda pins.
For the Honda motor.
For the Honda motor.
These are
MegaSquirt.
harnesses.
2 harnesses.
Alright guys, so basically plan for today is we're going to be taking out the subframe. We're going to be basically figuring out how we're going to put the mounts. And then we're going to be kind of trying to figure out how we're going to do our custom subframe for this. We're hoping to get the hoping to get the motor in so we can start running the harness to figure out wire lengths, and then we can get the mounts figured out from that as well. Basically, it's just going to be a lot of planning and maybe getting some progress done today.
And in the process of building the harness, we're going to, no, we're not experts by any means, but we're going to attempt to show you through a non-expert's eyes how to make your own engine harness, and it's how not intimidating it really is if you're comfortable with wiring, which you will be.
Let's go.
So we got the motor back into it. We're kind of test fitting. We got the hood on it. We lowered it down a bunch because we're going to be building a custom subframe for this. But that's with the intake on it, the manifold. So it sits pretty nice, and we got probably about a 1/4 inch gap between that and the bottom of the hood. So we won't have to be cutting the hood apart to make it fit, which is nice. But I think next we're going to be working on the harness.
Alright, so now what we got to do is take off all the connectors that we will be transferring to
The new stuff.
the new harness that we have pulled through. We got to cut it to length, add pins, and pin it. So if you're doing this on your own, all you have to do is pop this blue piece out. This is, for example, the alternator connector. Once you pop it out, inside here, if it'll focus, which it won't. Anyway, so once you get inside here, you just have to take a pin, pop up this little release just inside here. Once you pop the release up, the pin just pulls out the back. Pretty simple. Alright guys, so we got all of our connectors depinned and ready for the harness that we have all laid out here and semi-separated. All the grounds for the ECU, some of the sensors and stuff over here, and then all that's going to be the coils and injectors off that harness and the signal for the VTEC and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Then I think we already did mention it, but we did get the subframe off. It's over there, and we did get the motor lowered down in there to see how far down I have to go to get the hood to clear, and it actually wasn't that much at all to get it down there.
No.
So once
it'd be easy to get back there and mount it up and everything, so it shouldn't be an issue at all.
No.
And with that giant chunk of metal out of the way that is the subframe, when we get it down, building that custom one, super easy.
Yeah. So we do have some metal. We just need to go get some. I mean, it's not much, 4 feet of tube, but that's going to be meant for making the engine mounts and the engine mount brackets. So we have tubing, we have some plate. So we'll be cutting that up and getting that all in there. Also, finally got the new welder, so that'll make things a little bit easier. I'm waiting for that. Sorry we didn't really have a video this last week. We've been really pretty busy, and honestly we didn't get much done this video either. We got a little bit done.
Yeah, this is like a planning type thing. We're trying to make sure we know what we're going to be doing, and that way we can...
Yeah, we got the harness laid out, where it's going to go, where the stock ECU is. Yeah. We're going to end up putting the MegaSquirt right in here and building a plate, or having an area right here where all the relays and stuff will go, and that'll all be in the glove box. Just easy to get to, easy to access. We did get to the factory ECU and to get that up so we can find the TAC input and all that we can send from MegaSquirt to the dash, because luckily enough in these the TACs just work off a pulse 12 volt, so it's really sits what the MegaSquirt gives off, so all that stuff will work pretty nicely along with the speed sensor and all that. We're using the stock looming hole right here. This is the stock engine harness right here that will end up pulling through and getting the wires out of that we need only a couple of them, because the rest of it's all ran by MegaSquirt, and it's going to use this hole right here with the grommet to waterproof it. Also need to make a new trans mount right here for when the motor actually goes down. We have to make up a little bit of room for that. Probably have to remake the trans mount too, just so it brings it down evenly. which these cars have tons of room underneath them, so I'm not even worried about it getting close to the ground at all.
Yeah, when we had it set down, I mean, like from the bottom of the front where the radiator sits and everything, the oil pan only set down about that far from that.
Right.
And so even if the car was lowered down, which eventually I want to do, it'll still give us enough clearance. I'm not worried about smacking the oil pan or anything.
Oh no, yeah, and also with it lowered down, the oil pan set nice and level, and actually, yeah, the oil would go to the drain plug instead of being at like an inclined angle.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. So we'll actually be able to drain all the oil. We'll have oil sitting in the pan.
Yeah, that was also my biggest concern too, was it being sitting weird and where the oil pump was in relation to where the oil was kind of settling.
Right, the pickup.
The pickup.
Yeah, you don't want to slosh away from the pickup.
Yeah, and the way it sits, if I'm not mistaken, the pickup sits on the front of the motor.
Right.
Well,
like
right
up
here on the crank side,
yeah,
or the pulley side. So it's sitting like that, even at a slight incline there, it's perfect.
Right,
so.
It's fine. And if we do run into oil pressure drop from sloshing back,
we can easily just drop the oil pan and fix that.
Yeah, we can get a baffled pan or something.
Yeah.
They actually have baffled pans.
Yeah.
So
that's not an issue.
I'm not worried about that.
I mean, the biggest thing I was excited for is the fact that even with the intake manifold sitting on top of it, the highest point of the motor is set perfect underneath that.
Oh yeah, and like up here where like the intake would be, it was like probably a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of clearance.
Yeah.
And then back here where the big hood scoop of that thing, like tons of room up here.
Tons of room.
So that'll be nice. If you guys have any questions, we're not experts by any means, but if you want to do this swap, not a common one, but if you want to do it and you have any questions, as we figure them out, just ask down in the comments, and we'll do the best we can. There's not really a lot of Hondas out there that are on MegaSquirt. I mean, there's K Pro out there, but MegaSquirt's great. It's affordable. I mean, we got both harnesses because it comes with 2 harnesses, and the unit itself for like just over $800. And
for a whole ECU unit,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's not that bad. And considering what the unit itself does,
right,
us, like what it offers and options, like it's super affordable for that. So.
Right, and I mean, yeah, there is more labor in it. Like you have to build your own harness instead of going out to like Wireworks or Rywire or any of those guys and getting a plug and play harness for a K Pro. But then if you do that, you're spending a lot more money. Just put the labor in and save money, and learn some stuff along the way. I know everybody hates wiring, but it's not bad.
If you just take a couple minutes and make sure you got your wires lined up,
right?
It's not awful.
Right.
I'm 100% inexperienced with this stuff, but having it all sorted out like this, like laid out, it doesn't seem as daunting as a task. So yeah, right. I'm pretty excited to get into it, start pinning.
Yeah, once we get it pinned and sleeved and everything, it'll honestly, like this is the material. It's almost the same kind of stuff that you see used.
Yeah, let me stretch it. And like it's thin right now, but like when it stretches out, I mean, it gets pretty.
So yeah, and this is the same kind of stuff that you see used on a lot of places of wire works. It's abrasion resistant, heat resistant, up to a really high temperature. Alright guys, that's probably going to be it for this one. Like I said, we didn't get a whole lot done, but at the same time we did get a decent amount done.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of a planning video.
Yeah.
And planning steps. So that way when we get to later in, we're not stumbling or anything like that. So yeah,
but next video, the harness should be being made.
Yeah, it should definitely be being put together.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So that'll be a very action packed.
Right, video. That one, yeah, that'll have a lot going on. And probably the video after that, we're gonna work on getting making the engine mounts and all of that, so we can get the motor in there for good. Minus, we still need to get a clutch in it. Other than that, though, it'll be good to go.
Yep.
And then we can hopefully work on the fuel system, which not a whole lot to do on that.
No, the fuel system's basically set up. All we gotta do is run some lines. It's super easy.
Right. It was like it wanted to have a Honda motor in it.
Yeah.
And then we hope we can start it.
yeah, that's goal here soon.
Yeah, I'd like to have it. We'd like to have it started with probably beginning of November or end of this month's about over. It's like end of November or middle-ish to end of November.
Yeah,
this car will be running.
That's the goal. Yeah, at least the motor running. At least that's
Right.
like bare minimum.
Bare minimum, it will be able to turnkey start. So.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that, because once that moment happens, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, then we have another project lined up that we want to do.
Yep.
We just need to get through this one and we're good to go.
Pushing ahead. Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, give it a like. That helps get our videos going so we can start getting some traction on YouTube. If not, it's whatever. Drop a comment if you do have any questions about anything we're doing here. Even if your build is similar, we can still try to help you out. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Peace.